1960 to Jefferson nickel. Welcome back to our coin world today. We're diving into the fascinating history and details of the 1960 to Jefferson nickel. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, there's always something new to discover. Let's explore the unique features and hidden secrets of this classic coin together. The 1962 Jefferson nickel is not just a piece of everyday currency. It's a small but significant part of American history. To understand the full story of this coin, we must delve into the context of its time, the design and evolution of the Jefferson nickel, the mintage details, and its place in numismatic history. This exploration will cover not only the coin itself but also the broader historical events that influenced its production and distribution. The origins of the Jefferson nickel. A look back. Jefferson nickel, first minted in 1938, replaced the Buffalo nickel, which had been in circulation since 1913. The shift to a new design was part of a broader trend in American coinage to modernize the look of everyday currency, while also paying homage to key figures in American history. The Buffalo nickel era. The Buffalo nickel, designed by James Earl Fraser, featured a Native American on one side and a buffalo on the other. While beloved by many, the Buffalo nickel faced criticism for its design, which was prone to wear, particularly on the date. By the mid-1930s, there was a growing consensus that a new design was needed. One point to a new design, honoring Thomas Jefferson. The Jefferson nickel was introduced as part of a nationwide contest, with the design created by Felix Schlag. The obverse features a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. The reverse depicts Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate. This design has remained largely unchanged since its introduction, a testament to its enduring appeal. 1.3 The context of the 1960s, a nation in transition. By the time the 1960 to Jefferson nickel was minted, the United States was in a period of significant change. The early 1960s saw the country on the cusp of the civil rights movement, the Cold War at its height, and the space race accelerating. These factors, while not directly related to the coin's design, created an environment where symbols of American history, like the Jefferson nickel, gained additional significance. 2. Mintage and production details. To point 1, the 1960 to minting process. The 1962 Jefferson nickel was minted in 3 primary locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. However, in 1962, the San Francisco Mint was focused on proof coin production, with no regular circulation nickels minted there. Therefore, the 1962 Jefferson nickels for circulation were produced in Philadelphia and Denver. Philadelphia Mint produced a significant portion of the 1960 to Jefferson nickels, and coins from this mint bear no mint mark. Denver Mint coins produced here carry the D Mint mark, and they were part of the larger mintage for that year. To point to mintage numbers, Philadelphia Mint, approximately 97,384,000 coins were produced. Denver Mint, approximately 280,195,720 coins were produced. These mintage figures indicate that the 1962 Jefferson nickel was not particularly scarce, though finding specimens in high grades, MS65 and above, can still be a challenge due to the handling and circulation of the coins over the decades. To point 3 The composition of the coin. The 1960 to Jefferson nickel, like other nickels of its time, was composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This composition has remained consistent throughout the Jefferson nickel's history, contributing to its durability and resistance to wear. 3. Varieties and errors. A collector's perspective ***. 3.1 Recognizing varieties. While the 1962 Jefferson nickel does not have as many notable varieties as other years, collectors can still find minor die variations. These include differences in the placement and sharpness of the mint mark on Denver coins, as well as slight differences in the strike quality between coins from different mints. 3.2 Common errors. Collectors should also be aware of potential errors. In 1960 to Jefferson nickels, some of the more sought-after errors include off-center strikes, where the coin's design is not properly aligned with the planchet, Double dies, where the design appears doubled, most commonly seen on the obverse, were punishment marks, particularly for the Denver Mint coins, where the D appears to have been struck more than once. These errors can significantly increase the value of a 1962 Jefferson nickel, depending on their severity and visibility. 4. The 1962 proof nickel, for .1 proof coin production. In 1962, the San Francisco Mint produced proof versions of the Jefferson nickel, which were sold to collectors in special sets. These coins are distinguished by their mirror-like surfaces and sharper details, achieved through a specialized minting process. For point-to-collecting proof coins from 1962 are highly prized by collectors, particularly those in perfect condition. They often serve as the centerpiece of a Jefferson nickel collection, showcasing the design in its most pristine form. 5. The value of a 1962 Jefferson nickel. 5.1 Market value for circulation coins. The value of a 1962 Jefferson nickel can vary widely depending on its condition. Coins in lower, significantly more, particularly if they exhibit strong strikes, full steps on Monticello, or are free of significant marks or blemishes. 5. Point to the importance of full steps. One of the most critical aspects in determining the value of a mint state Jefferson nickel is the presence of full steps on Monticello. This term refers to the complete visibility of the steps leading up to Monticello, which is often one of the first details to wear away. Coins with full steps are considerably rarer and, thus, more valuable. 5.3 Value of proof coins. Proof versions of the 1962 Jefferson nickel typically command higher prices, particularly those in perfect grades PR69 or PR70. The value of these coins is also influenced by their cameo effect, where the design appears frosted against a mirrored background. 6. The broader historical context. 6.1 The Cold War and American symbolism. In the early 1960s, the United States was deeply embroiled in the Cold War, a period of intense rivalry with the Soviet Union. During this time, American symbols, including its currency, took on added significance. The Jefferson nickel, with its portrayal of a founding father and a symbol of American democracy Monticello, served as a subtle reminder of the values the U.S. was promoting globally. 6.2 The Civil Rights Movement. The early 1960s also saw the rise of the civil rights movement, which sought to end racial segregation and discrimination in the United States. While the Jefferson nickel does not directly connect to this struggle, it existed in a time when all symbols of American democracy were being scrutinized and reinterpreted through the lens of equality and justice. 6.3 Technological advances and the space. The 1962 Jefferson nickel was minted during the same period as the burgeoning space race between the U.S. and the Soviet Union. This era was marked by significant technological advancements, including the launch of John Glenn into orbit aboard Friendship 7 in February 1962. The spirit of exploration and innovation that characterized this period also permeated American culture, including its coinage. 7. Collecting the 1962 Jefferson nickel today. 7.1 Building a Jefferson nickel collection. For collectors, the 1962 Jefferson nickel is an essential part of a complete Jefferson nickel collection. While not the most rare or valuable, it represents an important period in American history and offers opportunities for collecting in different grades, varieties, and eras. 7.2 Preserving and grading coins. Collectors are advised to store their 1962 Jefferson nickels in protective holders to prevent further wear and to consider having higher grade examples professionally graded. Graded coins can provide a more accurate assessment of value and make them easier to sell or trade. 7.3 The legacy of the Jefferson nickel. The Jefferson nickel remains one of the longest-running designs in American coinage history. The 1962 version, while a small part of this legacy, contributes to the broader story of American currency and its evolution over the decades. Conclusion. The 1962 Jefferson nickel may seem like an ordinary coin, but it is deeply intertwined with the history of its time. From its origins as part of a broader effort to modernize American coinage to its place in the tumultuous 1960s, This coin has a rich story to tell, whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your numismatic journey. The 1962 Jefferson nickel offers a fascinating glimpse into the past and a tangible connection to the legacy of Thomas Jefferson and the United States itself. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into the history of the 1962 Jefferson nickel. I hope you found this exploration as fascinating as I did. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Coin World for more in-depth coin analyses and numismatic insights. And as always, feel free to drop a comment below with your thoughts or any coins you'd like to see featured next. Happy collecting, and I'll see you in the next video.